Hello, I'm Raleigh Pinskey, and we're going to be talking about the art and the science of building strategic relationships. I know most of what I've learned about strategic relationships from my father. He had a shoe store, and every week on a Saturday, my brother and myself would come down, and my father would give us a bag, and in the bag were shoes. Now, I'd say to Daddy, "What are we going to do with this?" And he'd say, "You're going to go next door to the fur shop. You're going to go there next door to the hat shop. You're going to go down the street to the jewelry store, and you're going to take them a pair of shoes for their window dressing." Interesting concept. We would go. We would come back with a piece of jewelry, with a hat, with a fur shawl, and we would use it for our mannequins in the window. There'd be a little card, compliments of Dave's furs, compliments of Gina's jewelry, and in their window would be our shoes, compliments of Vogue shoes. What this was I said, "Daddy, we don't sell hats, we don't sell furs." And he'd say to me, "We're building a strategic relationship." I was 12. I said, "What's a strategic relationship?" He said, "Well, we have a shoe store, but we want our shoes to get other places. We can't just depend on people coming to our shoe store, seeing it, maybe reading the advertising. What if they're not looking for shoes that day? What if they're looking for hats or furs? They're in those windows and they're going to see our shoes." It's a relationship I made with the people who own those stores. What an idea, what a concept. We get to sell other people's goods, and they get to sell ours. It's a strategic relationship. My father joined many chambers in the city, many business meetings he'd go to, and he'd talk about who he was. He'd find people who could use his shoes in their window. Maybe at the hotels when they had fashion shows, he'd give his shoes, and there'd always be a notice, compliments of Vogue shoes. Strategic relationships build you bigger and wider. They send you further than you could ever imagine. Your name, your product, your idea, your concept. You can build strategic relationships with more than just people. The internet, communication with the media, your businesses will grow exponentially. So we're going to talk about the art and the science of building strategic relationships through networking. Networking, different models, different systems, different strategies. I look forward to seeing you there. This is Raleigh Pinskey, www.promoteyourself.com. Until then.